Hey, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to another Chamber Check-in episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. Today, we get to learn about a relatively new company to Boise called Border Magic. They're a decorative landscape edging company, and we have operator with us today, Hannah Love. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I remember meeting you at one of our events called the President's Reception, and you and I, and I think your dad, Aaron, got to talking. And I said, "Hey, we do this broadcast, and we'd love to help share your story." And so, what I thought was really cool is, and we were talking about this before we went live. There are folks out there that do enhancements to their yards, and they usually call a landscape company, and they'll move dirt, plant trees, build retaining walls, and then maybe some concrete borders. But what I can't wait for you to tell us about is how unique your product is. And so we'll get to that. But Hannah, these chamber check-ins are really great ways to learn about our chamber member businesses, their products and services, but most importantly, the people. And so I would love for you to start off and get us up to speed about you, a little bit about your history of work that led you to becoming an entrepreneur, and then we'll dive into Border Magic. So let's start off with you, Hannah. What's your background that led you to becoming an entrepreneur?
Yeah, so I went to Grand Canyon University and studied business management. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, just something in the business scheme. And my dad decided to purchase this franchise, Border Magic, and he needed someone to run the whole business. And so I kind of took a leap and just started up and learned everything with him and got a crew. And now we're just working this summer.
Wow, Hannah. So where are you from? And tell us when you moved to Boise.
Yeah, so I'm from Spokane, Washington. I lived there my whole life. And then I moved to Arizona for college, was there for 3 years. And my family moved here when I was in Arizona. So I stayed an extra year in Arizona and just kind of checked it out. And then I decided to come move here about a year ago. And so I've only been in the Boise area for a year, but I love it.
Wow. Did you ever think you'd be in landscaping?
Nope.
I hear you. I totally understand. I hear that more and more. Folks are in their careers and like, I never thought I'd be a banker. My dream
Yeah.
wasn't to be a banker, but now there are these great folks in the community. Um, Tell us why Border Magic. Give us a little bit of background of what Border Magic is, and if you give us a little bit about their origin story. You'd mentioned that it's a franchise, so
Yes.
help us understand a little bit about Border Magic.
Yeah, so my dad actually was friends with someone who also owned a franchise, and they were just talking about the business. My dad kind of wanted to pursue something in purchasing a business and kind of running it just to see how it goes. And um, the friend just kept going on and on about how awesome this company is, how supportive everyone is. Upper in the corporate office and how everyone just really helps each other out. It's an amazing product, and not very many people do it. Like you mentioned, there's landscaping companies that will lay border, but what we do is a little bit different. And so we decided to kind of try it out, especially with all the developments getting built here. Thought it would be a great opportunity.
When did Border Magic start?
It was, I honestly don't know the year. It's
Okay.
been a long time, yeah. We
I think
have
like
some
3 decades,
franchises.
right? Maybe 30
Yeah,
years
it's
in business.
yeah, I think it's 30 something years. Yeah. Some people
Okay.
still have customers getting reseals that have had their border for 20 years. So it's awesome.
Okay. And it's a franchise. Do you know how many Border Magics there are across the country and where it started?
So the corporate office is in Texas, Waco, Texas. Most of them are over on that side of the country. So we're actually one of the first ones. We're the first one in like the Northwest. So um, yeah, there's my dad's friends are in California. So they're kind of spread out, but we're one of the first ones over on this side.
Okay, cool. Well, congratulations on your investment, as well as being operator of your own company. Tell us a little bit about Border Magic's products and services that you offer. And while you're talking, I have this to show, and we can kind of go through. This is the website, kind of some pictures. So why don't you walk us through some of these products?
Yeah, so we want our customers to be able to choose whatever border they want. And so I bring over some samples when I do estimates, and you can pick and choose your design, color, texture, top coat colors. It is super customizable. All of the designs are essentially going to be the same price because we want our customers to choose whatever they want and not feel like they're spending more or less money if they just get plain concrete curbing. We want them to be able to get something that they really want and not feel like they're spending a bunch of extra money on it. So it's super open to whatever they want. We can really go crazy with it. So it's fun to work with customers on that aspect.
I see that there's some different colors, and I see a bunch of residential homes. Do you serve the commercial industry as well? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we can do commercial as well. We mainly do residential just because that's usually the clientele that comes to us, but we do also do commercial buildings as well. So,
Okay, these are really cool and unique. Tell us a little bit about the time frame from you coming in out and visiting to ordering the product. Tell us a little bit about how that whole process works.
yeah, so I come out and do the estimate, and it kind of depends how big the job is. If it's a little one, sometimes we can squeeze it in earlier, but we've been about a month out for the summer. So,
Okay.
so I think this month I have some openings at the end of June still, so we're able to squeeze some people in if needed. And of course, we have some people that are like, I need it done by this day. And so I always try to move around the schedule as much as possible to accommodate with customers' needs. But yeah, we're looking about a month out, and it typically takes a day, half a day, unless you have a
Oh,
huge yard to lay it. So.
so is this concrete? Tell me what this product is.
Yeah, so it is going to be concrete edging, but we do have an additive in our product that makes it a lot stronger and more durable than just typical concrete. So you're not going to have to worry about any of that cracking, chipping, breaking like normal concrete that you might see walking in your neighborhood or things like that, where it's just falling apart. We'll actually come, and if you do have old curbing, we'll take it out for you,
Oh,
prep your yard completely so you don't have to worry about that at all. It's all part of the price. So we just want to take care of that for our customers so they don't have to worry about pulling out concrete out of their yard. And
yep.
yeah.
Now, is this stamped, or
Yeah.
tell us how you get these different designs in this concrete?
Yeah. So it's a really cool process. We put color inside the mix, we mix on site. So it's, if you want it lighter, darker, whatever the case might be, if you see a photo, we mix it on site so we can do whatever the customer wants. And then we have a machine that lays it out. It compacts it rather than just dropping it. So there's no room for air that creates cracking and breaking when water gets inside there, especially with our cold winters. And then we have different texture mats. So if you want something that looks more like natural rocks, we have mats for that.
Oh,
And then if you want something super simple, we also have mats for that. So you're able to really like pick and choose what you want, and we add color on top of those and lay it onto the concrete. Put that top coat in as well, just to get those accents. And then we have for the lines, it kind of depends on what you're wanting. We have rollers, so we come in and roll the lines on there for you. if you're wanting that really natural rock look, we use our hands and
Oh,
form those rocks, and then brush on some of that color in the middle to get the accents for the lines.
wow. Do you
Yeah.
think I showed enough of those pictures? I really like some of those. I love the contrast and how you've worked it in and kind of accompanied the landscaping. It looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an awesome process, and I love just seeing the transformation of yards and seeing how happy the customers are after we get it all laid for them. And another great thing about our company is we have a reseal program. So for it's a 10-year limited warranty. So for 10 years, if you do that reseal every 2 years, the price kind of varies. It's around $100 every 2 years, and we come and reseal it for you. And then if you do have any issues at all, we'll fix it up for you. So
Now I see a nice shine. It almost looks wet. Is that what it looks like all the time, or does that come off after it gets dry? Tell me about that.
so we typically take photos right after we seal it.
Yeah.
So you see that shine because it's still wet from the sealer.
Okay.
Um, so that's just at the end of the project, and then um, so it tends to get a little more toned down with the shininess, but it looks really natural.
When did you bring the help remind me again? When did you bring Border Magic to Boise and how long have you been operating here?
Yeah, so we bought the business this winter. My dad did, and so we did training all winter, and then we started up as soon as it was warm enough. I believe it was May, April, even. Um, so we started up, and yeah, I've been running it this whole time.
Congratulations, Hannah.
Thank
Now,
you.
tell us about the Love name because how you have joined the chamber is Border Magic by Love Borders. So tell us about, I realize it's your last name, but help me understand a little bit more about the name.
Yeah, that is just our family last name, and we are a family ran business. My sister helps out with things. My dad owns it. I'm running it, and so we just thought it would be a really cool way to kind of incorporate our name into it, and just yeah.
Well, you've got the best last name.
Thank you.
I've got your website and direct phone numbers scrolling in the bottom of the screen. And if anybody's looking to enhance their landscaping with this super cool product, give Hannah and the team a call, give them an opportunity to work with you. And if there's any landscapers out there are looking at connecting with Border Magic, I would definitely give them a shot as well to even elevate what they're already doing. Hannah, while I have you for the last couple of minutes of our broadcast, is there anything else that you'd like to educate the public on?
Yeah, one thing I just wanted to add on to that phone number is you can also text it. And so if that's easier for you, you could call or text. And I just wanted to give a big thank you to just the community that I've grown into for the Boise Chamber and just how welcoming everyone is. I've gone to a lot of different events, and like I said, I've only lived here for a year, and I've already felt like I've created this little family that everyone's so supportive, and I show up and people remember me, which is just, it's awesome to see everyone being so supportive with different businesses.
Well, Hannah, that's what we hear all the time. This community supports each other, and I'm glad you feel so welcomed. And congratulations on your business, and let us know how else we can help. And have a great weekend. Thanks for your investment in the chamber. I look forward to our next conversation, Hannah.
Thank you.